Okay, I'm in a Mercedes right now, but I love it. But let's get into this video. It's about the red iPhone 7, just a quick video about the new color, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to this new video where I express my thoughts on the new product red iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus that were recently released by Apple that I decided to go to the Apple Store to check out. Right from the beginning I saw stuff I didn't like, such as the silver Touch ID ring as you saw there. I wish that Apple would have put a red Touch ID ring on there so that when you put a case on this phone, it doesn't just look like a silver iPhone. It still remains looking like a red iPhone. Also, the silver Apple logo on the back, I'm not too thrilled about. I wish they did do a red Apple logo, like what's seen on the iPod Touch line. And I do like a black screen on the product red iPhone. I like that idea that people were floating. Although I do think the white screen is alright on there, and you do get used to it. I'm someone that pays really close attention to little details, so I noticed on the red iPhone 7, when you flip the mute switch, there's a white bar instead of the typical pink bar that you'd see if you flip the mute switch on an iPhone of any other color. Moving on to the overall design, I was stunned by how vivid, colorful, and bright the red chassis on the red iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus are. When I approached the display, I was stunned and I could not keep my eyes off the back of this phone. Now, it's extremely colorful compared to other iPhones. Now, for example, the rose gold, silver, black, and jet black, they're all nice colors, but they're very basic, very plain, very flush with the rest of the phones, whereas the red really pops from the rest of the phone, and I think Apple kind of intentionally put a white screen on, just so that the red rear casing would pop from the rest of the phone. And it's really eye-catching, and it's hard to keep your eyes off of the back of this phone, as it just pops out so much, and it's really for the people that have the iPhone 5C or love the iPhone 5C for just how colorful it is, because the color pops out of this phone unlike anything I've ever seen on an iPhone since the iPhone 5C. So if you're someone who wants a really colorful phone that stands out for its color, this is the perfect phone for you. Obviously, you will probably need a case to cover this up, make sure it doesn't get cracked, and that's where the problems come, because as soon as you put a case on it, almost all the red is gone except for a little bit around the camera. Other than that, it just looks like you have a silver iPhone 7. And that's a huge problem. So what I do recommend doing is looking for a clear case. There's lots of really good clear cases that are still protective. They're not just like the thin plastic that you see around. There's also really protective clear cases. So I recommend looking for a really good clear case if you want to show off that red color, because any other typical colored case that's not clear will cover up all of that red that you want to show off. As for wallpapers, I think the best wallpapers to match with a red iPhone would be red wallpapers, of course, or orange wallpapers, or burgundy wallpapers, or maybe even pink wallpapers would look nice on there. So those are the colors that would look best with a red iPhone, because colors like blue or green would really not mix in right with the color of the outside of the phone. At the Apple Store, I did try some different wallpapers, as you can see here. This is one from the Apple website with a red background, and it looks stunning on the red iPhone. I also tried some pink wallpapers and some orange wallpapers, so I know that those colors look stunning on the red iPhone screen. If you want to get the very bottom 32GB iPhone 7, then the red iPhone 7 and 7 Plus will not be an option for you, as there are no 32GB iPhone 7 and 7 Plus models available in product red. Now, this is probably because Apple is selling these as special edition smartphones, so they're not looking to have a lower base model. So the only options available as for storage on this smartphone are 128GB and 256GB. So you can only get the typical middle model and upper model of storage on this color configuration specifically. As for my opinion on the color overall, it's not my favorite. It's one of my favorites, but not my number one favorite. My number one favorite is still the matte black, as I believe it blends best with the screen and it doesn't get fingerprints and scratches as easily, and you can use pretty much any color of case on it and it still looks good. So that's why it's still my favorite. As for the red one though, I still really enjoy it and I love how the color pops so much. And I recommend this smartphone for any iPhone 5C user who still wants a colorful phone. And if you have an iPhone 5S, 6, or 6 Plus and want a new fresh color, then this is a great phone. Also, although I recommend waiting until September because Apple apparently, as far as I know so far, has some really cool stuff under their sleeves for September. So I think it's worth waiting if you don't need to have the red color. So, thanks for watching. Let me know your opinions on this smartphone color below. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I also forgot to mention that I have an iPhone 8 rumors/leaks video up on my channel. I'll link it in the description below, and I summarize what to expect pretty much in the iPhone 8, and for the first time in a while, there is going to be a significant design change according to these leaks and rumors, etc. So, I suggest that you check that out, and after checking that out, decide if you want to get the red iPhone 7 Plus, if you are in the process of deciding if you want to get it or not. Because I think it's worth waiting for the iPhone 8, but it's all up to you. So please check out that video, and then make your decision. Bye-bye.